Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush Guru, here to help solve the puzzle of level 2543, where we have 35 moves to clear out 33 jelly, collect one ingredient, and reach 150,000 points. The ingredient is going to come from here, and if all goes well, we'll bring it down this column to this portal, then through to here on the outside, and then here, and then finally in the center down in this collection area. Two things in particular I want to watch for with the ingredient. The first is that I don't slide it off into a non-portaled column, and the second is that I clear out as much licorice down here as I can, because otherwise the ingredient is actually going to kind of block the way for us to be able to do things. Right now I only have one move to make, so that's the move I take. Wait for that reshuffle. And now, normally, I would work on trying to collect the ingredient, and then I would play cleanup on all of the residual jelly on the board. Also, I would look to make as many high-powered specials as I could. Totally different technique on this board. What I want to do is take out the edges here of all of the jelly, and I want to, if I do make specials, use them judiciously. The reason is that huge gaps on the board stimulate the production of these licorice, and you see how difficult they are to deal with on this board. And then of course it's the jelly versus the ingredient. I need to get the jelly gone, and so I focus on reaching into the areas where the jelly is located instead of working on bringing this down. So there's that, getting rid of that licorice. Okay, so now I only have one licorice on the board, and this is a good opportunity for me to try to look at the edges and see what I can take out. I can't get to the edges, I can only get to the center. But the center is going to stimulate the sides. It's going to make this nice cascade. Again, it also stimulates the production of the licorice cages because we've got more activity going on, because we've got this flow through with the portals. But at least we're getting some progress here. And we can just keep taking out that licorice that offends us. Reaching to the double thick stuff that's hardest to reach. Uh-oh, very few moves on this board. This is the only one I can see. It's no good. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Now those specials that I don't want to have show up, I actually like them in the end game, as long as I can complete the collection. I need a little bit of assistance at the end. Oh, but I can't complete that yet. Here we go. Let's get this. Phew! Okay, we're getting there. All right, 2, 1, 2. So if I could just get a stripe along here, that would work. So here's where I have to really pay attention to the board. I need to make a move in the center, because a move in the center will change everything else. Take out the yellow because there's not a lot of yellow here. Do you know, this is my 9th playthrough for recording purposes. My 10th playthrough, I would go ahead and bring in a special to help me, an entry-level special, but I don't see any entry-level specials on this board that I like too much. Maybe the fish to help just a bit. You can see how the fish would have helped on a board like this. So I think it's time for me to go ahead and use some boosters to help me, because like I said, it's It's the end of the game, and I have boosters available, and I could spend more times playing this, but my goal is usually to try to beat it in 10 times, and if I don't, then I usually bring in a booster to help me. This is the booster I'm going to use this time around. I could use 2 boosters here and just lollyhammer this, but instead I'm going to use a switch hand and move this here. So my last move can be to take this out. It takes out the jelly and drops the ingredient down. So I was able to use 1 booster instead of 2 by thinking about the board instead of just making the first move I saw. If you'd like to see me do this without boosters, you can double dog dare me. It won't have audio sound with it because that's why I stick at 10. I don't want to, my voice gets a little sore. But I'll go ahead and play it through without boosters if you want to see that. If you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.